Before the video starts, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Crafty Scales for allowing me to use his scale in today's video for the Sonic cosmology. He has a lot of great scaling videos himself, and I'll link his channel down in the description below. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and yeah, let's get started.
Brand new Mac 90 with the drum attached. You a talker, we got drums for that. Tryna fist fight, boy, you done for that. You gon' get a bullet in your lung for that. Draco get the kicking like Luke Kane.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be doing something a little bit different to what I usually do on my channel. Today I'll be power scaling one of my favorite video game characters of all time, Sonic the Hedgehog. In this video I'll be going over his feats and scaling and starting you with overall scale too. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. So we all know that Sonic is well known for speed, but the question is, how fast is Sonic actually? But let me explain. Sonic, early as a venture, along with the light shoes, is able to help him move at the speed of light. As we see the Supersonic's far more superior to his base Sonic, as in Sonic Generations we see a base modern Sonic is able to defeat in perfect chaos without the need of the Chaos Emeralds. And it's also implied in the Sonic Encyclopedia that Sonic didn't need to use the Chaos Emeralds to defeat him. And in the DS version of Sonic Colors, Omega states that Sonic is able to move at the speed of light, and Sonic says that this is only a small time feat for him. So yeah, Sonic moving at the speed of light is pretty impressive, but we're not finished there because he goes way beyond more faster than that. Sonic in the Secret Rings, not only is able to traverse the Night Palace, but actually traverse the entirety of the Arabian Night universe, and to get back to his original universe. What's said, the Night Palace has been stated to be an infinite space in the manual guides. And continuing on with these higher speed feats, we know the Time Meter is able to erase both time and space, and able to reduce in reality to a white void of a limbo. And it's also stated that time does not exist within this white void of a limbo. Now people may think this is just a resistance feat for Sonic, but people fail to see this, as not only it's stated by Tails in the game, but also in the Sonic Encyclopedia, that this is just Sonic's pure speed, that he is able to reverse the damage of the time and space itself. Meaning Sonic with raw speed is not only able to run in places with no time, but also to even return it, giving Sonic an accessible speed. But I'm not finished yet, as I was only talking about base generation Sonic. As when Sonic goes into a super form when they're fighting against the Time Meter, they're not only stated to be flying to the end of time, but actually make it or through their fight or fight at the end of time, making Super Sonic beyond linear time, as he was able to fly beyond the normal linear axis of time. This level of speed can be transferred to base Sonic, as for one, in Sonic Forces, Eggman states that Infinite is the most strongest creation that he ever made, making him above the Time Meter. And not just only that, on the Sonic official website, it states that Infinite is the most powerful enemy that Sonic has ever faced. Then later on in the story, Eggman states that the Death Egg robot has surpassed Infinite, and Sonic is able to fight and react to this robot in base, giving Sonic an immeasurable speed. And if all of this wasn't very convincing enough for you, in Sonic Frontiers, Sonic is stated by the end to transcend law and time, making him above time itself and making Sonic consistently at an immeasurable speed. As I already explained, that a base modern Sonic was able to defeat a perfect chaos, who was powered up with all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which is showing that 1 out of the 7 Chaos Emeralds have the power to move chunks of the Earth to go back into peace within seconds. With the calculations of this feat has been accepted to be a large planetary level. And not just only that, the Chaos Emeralds also have the power to control the Eclipse Cannon, which also has been stated to pierce through stars in Sonic Adventure 2 and in Shoutout the Hedgehog. And the final Egg Blaster was able to destroy an entire star system. The calculations of this put this at a multi-solar system level. So yeah, Sonic in his base form is already very powerful, but when he goes into a super form, he goes way more stronger. Super Sonic alongside Burning Blades was able to fight and defeat the Egg Salamander. With the power of the Chaos Emeralds along with the Solar Emeralds, it was able to make a dimension which transcends all dimensions. And like I already explained, both Sonic and Blades both scale to it. And with the cosmology of the Sonic gameverse, I'll be going over the low interpretations first. As we have a dimension known as the Imaginary World, a realm that contains all dreams across dimensions where reality and dreams consist together. And the Imaginary World has been stated to be a 4th dimensional space. And with the Egg Salamander being stated to transcend dimensions, this also would include the Imaginary World, making the Egg Salamander and its generation Super Sonic at least 5th dimensional. But when talking about this higher dimensional skill, we must talk about the infamous character or villain, Solaris. Not only he has been stated to be a transcended lifeform who exists in the past, present, and future, and has been stated to be a superdimensional and hyperdimensional being multiple times, and you're probably maybe thinking to yourself, what does it mean to be superdimensional or hyperdimensional?
If you search up superdimensions on Google, there's going to be no defined or official definition there, because superdimensions has no defined meaning in English. Instead, it derivatives from the Japanese kanji or chojigen. Now, there's a lot of contentions with this and what it means and power scaling wise, or just what it translates to in general. And if we use the infamous translator Google Translate and put chojigen in it, you get ultra-dimensional. Only if you specifically write out superdimensional, hyperdimensional, or transdimensional in the English to Japanese section, you get different results for what chojigen means. Even in other translators, there's to a space of those other than the normal three-dimensional world, and it's something similar to a subspace. With higher dimensional being one of the more blatant translations, but with the other ultra, hyper, or super, the kanji of those words mean the same thing, that being cho. While super or ultra dimensions don't have a definitive definition in English, but hyperspaces do, and they are defined as higher dimensional spaces or structures. Now, without the use of these iffy online translators, let's actually translate the kanji. As we've already established, cho means super, ultra, hyper, as well as transcend, with the other following two kanji, jigen, which just means dimension. So now we find out that chojigen either means transcendent dimension, super dimension, hyper dimension, or ultra dimension. And it cannot mean transdimensional, as the kanji for trans, or tozetsu, is not found at all in either translations for the kanji. And quickly, for those who try to say super dimensions are beyond all dimensionality, they claim that due to the characters used in dimension being tutsugi, says order or sequence, and since cho can mean transcend, is that something that is hyper or super dimensional is in reference to higher extra dimensional spaces or structures. And lastly, thanks to the Rogue guy, he's very experienced in reading, speaking, and translating Japanese kanji, and he helped me understand and better my arguments. And please go subscribe to his channel. He posts his amazing content. We'll be uploading more this upcoming month, and we may have something cooking up in the near future.
With the aforementioned statements on scaling of Solorus being superdimensional, with the root of these statements coming from Eggman, who were already established he can make fifth-dimensional machines, and him saying that he is superdimensional in comparison to him making Solorus sixth-dimensional. Although during this time Sonic doesn't really scale to Solorus due to him being higher dimensional in comparison to them, although they were able to hurt his consciousness via mental attacks, so Sonic still has sixth-dimensional mental attacks, which is still cool. And like I already mentioned, that Eggman states that Infinite is the strongest creation he ever made, and more importantly, Infinite has been stated to be the most powerful enemy that Sonic has ever faced on the Sonic official website, which they be talking about the higher narrative of the universe, as they would know about Solorus, as that they will include him as a villain of Sonic. And with the Deathwave robot status has surpassed Infinite, and with this new modern Sonic able to fight and react to this robot, now making Space Sonic now sixth-dimensional. And with his supersonic form will make him way much stronger, as his super form was able to bring Sonic from 3D to 6D, with 19 mental attacks, making the super amps at 2 inaccessible amps, or rises him by 2-dimensional tiers, or 3 if you include the mental attacks. As just the difference between the third and the fourth dimension or any dimension. After that will be a beyond an unquantifiably infinite amount of infinities. As an example, you could have an infinite amount of 2D squares being stacked on top of each other and they will never gain depth. Think of it as how many zeros would it take to get to 1. As that process continues for a higher dimension after the next, of that not being a higher degree, now making Supersonic 8-dimensional with 9D mental attacks or complex multiversal respectively. And that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed me attempting the power scaling Sonic the Hedgehog. Just like I said, I want to talk about more topics on this channel instead of Cobra Kai. Like I want to scale and talk about other shows, movies, video games, and etc. So if you guys have any ideas, then please do feel free to drop them down in the comments. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss a post for any new video. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.